do it every night on TV.
Thank you. I was actually asking this fellow right
Oh,
here.
sorry.
I've just lost your face, and I apologize. But
Not
thank
a big
you.
deal.
Thank you for answering that. Now, I've either given you a lot of face, or I've lost your face, and I apologize. But in any way, in any event, it's mighty critical to keep and save face of the individual. It's always important to remember not to lose face of anybody that you're dealing with in China, especially as a foreign national, because the other people are looking at his interaction with you. And in the Chinese society, face, it's a delicate component. You can use face to your advantage. And it also can be your disadvantage if you don't use it correctly. I'm going to give you a specific example. About a decade ago, when I was just starting my ventures with a company in Northwest, and we had our first major company for a system in China, and I told my boss, well, they're coming from Hong Kong and they're bringing 7 people from China. This is a big delegation. I need to go to the airport to welcome them. Oh, no, they can take my boss said, oh, no, they can take Super Shuttle. I said, no, we shouldn't do that. But you know, I couldn't explain at that particular time why it was important for the face of these individuals who are coming all this way to buy your product. So we were lucky in that our agent explained to them that's just another Western company. They don't understand how China operates. But you essentially could have ruined your relations with that very, very subtle, perhaps little misunderstanding. But to the Chinese, very, very big, very important. So just keep those things in mind. The Chinese will do business if you give them face. But if you do not give them face, you will definitely not do business with the Chinese. Guanxi. Guan, which means closed, right? And Xi or Xitong, system. Oh, excuse me, we have a closed system. So how do I get the key to open the closed system? Well, basically, I get that key by developing Guanxi, which is a series of networks. I use Guanxi every time I go into China. It's incredibly critical for me. If I want to go visit a handset manufacturer and I don't know how to talk to, or I haven't gotten into that handset manufacturer's office, I may call somebody at Intel, maybe somebody at TI, maybe somebody at Freescale, or maybe somebody at Microsoft. And I'll say, hey, I want to go see Lenovo. Do you know somebody over there? Basically, I'm developing Guanxi, which is equivalent to, Guanxi is equivalent to Caifu. It's equivalent to money, if you know how to develop it. But it's not developed, as Alvin has explained, it's not developed by going into a 7-Eleven and buying it. It could take weeks, months, and possibly years to develop the proper Guanxi to ask for favors. And of course, favors are asked of you. But it is thought of as currency in China. So how do you get Guanxi? Understanding China's legal environment and contract usage. Well, when you do business with the Chinese, okay, you've narrowed it down. They like your technology, you like their technology, and you're ready to sit down and sign a contract. Well, the contract needs to be, it needs to be clear. It needs to be understood. It needs to be agreed upon by both parties. And then you're thinking, well, fantastic, I've signed this contract. But the problem there is that the Chinese view of laws and the Chinese view of contracts is that you're only agreeing to cooperate with each other because you feel that there's mutual cooperation, even when you sign that contract. That contract is just the beginning. Just the beginning. So it's like going to Safeco Field and watching, see, I haven't been back to the Northwest to watch a ball game in a bunch of years. Edgar's gone, isn't he? So I don't know who hits the home runs out, but that's like going to Safeco Field, the first inning, hitting a home run and saying, oh, Mariners going to win this game, right? No. Just like in China. Basically, you're just starting the ball game. You're just starting the ball game. You still have 9 innings to go before you can really get, it's really much to the chagrin of the Western technology company, in this case in the wireless industry. and much to the advantage of the Chinese company where they're getting the benefits. And that's the reason why contracts are simply the beginning of the relationship